At what point do you start to worry as an Australian fan about this, at least opening partnership? I mean, Lyon came out as Night Watchman, and I felt more confident in him scoring runs than either Constas or Khawaja, and I thought that's quite strange. You don't often feel like that. But then I looked up the stats and realised that Nathan Lyon has the same amount of runs in this series as Sam Constas does, and Lyon's not out. So he's going to be able to score more runs. It's fantastic. As an England fan, anyway, it's quite nice to see them fail. And nice to see West Indies do really well. I mean, Constas and Khawaja is a real problem. Like, Khawaja seems past it. He said that he doesn't have a problem with pace around the wicket. And it's quite obvious that he has a problem with pace around the wicket. It happens. He's quite old now. There's not many test openers that has ever averaged 50. Or even really played well past the age of 38. I think you look at the stats and it was Dravid averaged 50 for a year when he was like 38. That's the list. Okay, there is nothing else apart from that. So Khawaja is doing something that we haven't necessarily seen. Giving him a spot in the Ashes does seem like a little bit of a push. I have no idea what they're going to do with Constas. The dismissal today just didn't make any sense. Like, he just doesn't move his feet. Like, there was no foot movement. The only foot movement there was him just falling over at the end as he plays it onto his stumps. Like, yeah, you could say, okay, he's chopped on it. It's a bit unlucky, but there's no foot movement there whatsoever. It's bizarre, just the way he bats. I mean, West Indies batted okay. They make 253, which is probably more than they would have expected, I'd imagine. Brandon King, 75. And then there was like some really, really annoying partnerships towards the end. So West Indies are 174 for 7, and Australia have got to think, okay, we'll bowl them out for less than 200. But then you have Alzarri Joseph, who scores 27, Shamar Joseph, 29, Anderson Phillip and Jaden Seals just kind of knock it around for the last wicket and just almost take 10 overs out of the game. I'm not sure if that was good for them or bad for them. You would almost think that they'd want to bowl at the end rather than the extra 16 runs that they picked up at the end, but it is what it is. 2 wickets apiece for Hazlewood and Cummins. Cummins takes an absolute screamer of a caught and bowled. If you haven't seen it, please go and watch it because it is some catch. Nathan Lyon picks up 3 at the back end of the innings. He gets the important wicket of Brandon King. Relatively expensive, but still bowled pretty well. And then Australia finished the day 12 for 2 in a bit of trouble. They've got Nathan Lyon, so West Indies will have to clean him up tomorrow. And Cameron Green, who I don't necessarily trust, batting at 3, but West Indies bowled well to finish the day. And it looks like it could be a relatively interesting test match if Australia's middle order doesn't save them, which I expect them they probably will.